I work since 16 years in the embedded market and in different companies. Starting at V-System, it was a distributor, and then I worked for NAT in Bonn, and now I'm working since a long time at MicroSys, and since 2019 I'm general manager together with Markus Löffel. The trends we've seen is high performance applications and a lot of demand on components. And what we are seeing now is high performance applications added with AI, artificial intelligence, to save work force, for example, because this is what we learned in the last years with COVID, that humans are very important. You know, you have not that many people in the marketing working, for example, in harsh environments. So you have to stick to the plan to reduce the workforce in critical applications, for example, in mining, where it's hard to work, or in industries where you have a strong odor, and this is where we are focusing to supply systems helping the companies to reduce human workforce. NXP automotive processors are very important for us because we can use them also in other applications. For example, in the agricultural industries, for seeding machineries, checking if the plants need water and if they need special care, etc. And we don't have the workforces anymore to care about it. And it is important that we as a company care about agricultural issues as well as the sustainability aspect in the whole world. The most important thing why we can use NXP automotive processors in other industries is because of their longevity. In industrial applications, you have very long-term projects. For example, if you look for harsh environments and here construction machineries, for example, or agricultural machineries, as well as medical or railway applications, you have systems in safety critical environments. So the certification process lasts a long time. So the whole system from scratch to the market, the development process lasts 1 year or longer. So the important thing is that the components have a longevity over 10, 15 years. This is really important. And this is what we can do with NXP automotive processors using in other industries. We can here make it really efficient for the customer because we have reduced NRE costs. They have a faster time to market, and so we can save manpower as well. And this is for us very important, and also for the customer, of course. And for the customer, it's also important to have the scalability, because companies in industrial market, they can't afford this long term of development process. So MicroSys, for example, we develop modules and we can provide whole systems. And so the customer has the benefit, reduced time to market, can use a very huge bunch of processors in his applications. In the mobile or in the communication world, you have this fast throughput, new devices and so on. But in industrial applications, it is essential that you stick with one processor. For example, the possibility that you have one module, and if you need a higher performance, you just take another one, so you have the scalability. But the whole system hasn't to be new invented or something. So it is really good because you can save here also manpower. AI and machine learning are very important because you have a lot of data throughput and you have a lot of information and you have to work with this information. So the thing is, you have this data and you have to work with it. And we have to be better. And therefore, it is very important to have high performance applications with a lot of data throughput and low power consumption. The security aspect in AI applications is very important for us because we have mission critical applications. And here, for human being, it's essential that the system works. So we have also the issue of the redundant applications. If you take, for example, a train in the underground, here you have this mission critical aspect. Then we talked earlier about getting greener, again, the planet. So we have underground, again, green plants, and our vehicles fly over the cities, and this is what you can do with trains, sky trains, for example. Here you have this autonomous trains, and underneath you can have, again, the room for people and the room for plants and for agriculture. And this is very important. And here we see the applications. And here we take the NXP automotive processors to other applications. The processor families of NXP are going to get better. They increase the performance, they increase the amount of cores. So we had, for example, the S32G274, and now after a very short period we have a new one here in the embedded world. We launch it, the S32G3998. So the trend is to get higher performance and in a very short time. So NXP is getting more and more processors in a really fast time. But the essential thing is that they promise that they are long-term available. So the supply chain issues are still around us, and every company has to care about it. You have to staff the purchasing departments, and you have to have a really close relationship with the suppliers in the market. You have to speak with your customers very openly and honestly, and they have to do their forecast over several years. In former days, you had 3 months, up to 6 months. You said, okay, you need the just-in-time or supply chain contracts, and now you know that it is important that you have forecasts for 1 year or for 2 years. So the market is still crazy market, and you have still the components issues, and I guess we will have them next year as well. But with a good relationship management, it is possible to get satisfied customers and to supply even if the situation is not that good as we all want to have it. We have a lot of suppliers building their factories now in Europe, in Austria, for example, also in the eastern part of Germany, so that you are not that forced to buy in Asia or abroad, because you have different issues. On the one hand, you have the long distance flights and issues now with getting the parts over to Germany or to Europe. On the other hand, you have the people issue as well. And I think this is what we learned with COVID, that we have to rethink all the processes and that we have to rebuild also factories in Europe. And it is a nice thing that we now rethink all our business strategies, and I think we are on a good way to solve these supply issues. It will last a certain time, but here MicroSys has the good position that our projects last that long, so we can survive until the suppliers build up their factories, until we are fit here also in Europe to supply or to purchase the components. I think the most important is to encourage women to work in a field where normally work just men, and to encourage them that they can do the same work, and we have to build a lot of infrastructure around it, because from my example, I have 2 children, and now you have to build up the infrastructure that you can raise your children, care about your family with your husband and so on, or divorce, probably you have also a significant other, and you have to build up the infrastructure. So, and you have to encourage your children that math, physics, chemistry, that it's all worth to learn, and even in the maternity school, that they are willing to do it, that they like it, that they see women can do their way in successful being in a company. Even I have family, and I think this is the right way to show that you can do it, and then you get follower. And this is the important thing. But it's not only about women and men, it's also about different culture. And the cultural aspect is very, very important. And here we have the good thing that English is the most spoken languages. So, and in our company, it's not an issue at all. Then we speak English, not a problem. And so people from other continents can also work with us without any problems. I think we had now a difficult time with COVID, but we succeeded. Now we have here a trade show and we meet face to face. And I think this is a really good sign that we are on the right way. We see a lot of good things happen if we have a glance on it. So we have really nice applications. We see different markets. We have a lot of order incomes. We see that there is the need for new applications, the need for higher performance, the need for our safety systems. They need us, they want us, and this is why I'm so positive. I think that we can focus on the good things. You see always there is a problem, but if you focus on the good things, then it's brilliant, and then you can succeed. And I think it is worth to go here in this embedded world company.